What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something kind of spontaneous, actually very spontaneous, but most of my stuff usually is, and something probably a little bit of financially irresponsible. But what we got here is we got some money, you know, some of that good stuff, and we're gonna go impulse buy a kind of a new project. I'm gonna be buying it. I'm gonna try and do something new. So a lot of you guys, I'm sure, already fix and flip cars. I've never done it before, not in the sense of doing it for actual income generation. Most of the time I just end up flipping through cars because I was young and dumb. Now I hardly ever sell cars, but that's just part of maybe getting more mature with cars. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna go buy a new car right now. I'm waiting for DJ to come pick me up. We're gonna grab Ramon across the street at his house, I believe, and then we're gonna go spend his money and go get something. Are you working, Larry, on a Sunday evening?
Minimal work, Larry. Yeah.
Well, you guys ready to go pick up another car? Not saying what yet. Oh, that's a MPC Motorsports box. It's a goodie swag bag, so I gotta unbox that real quick.
Okay, you wanna do that?
What you thinking? Oh, look at the sunset though.
I do not have the cables.
How much gas this thing got? Okay.
That's good.
As long as, yeah.
As long as we can get it back to the house, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. So this thing is definitely rough, but you know, it just gives us time to make content. Gives us content material. I mean, I say us as in like me and you, but you ain't doing shit.
You don't hit
nothing.
me up.
Where you been?
Where I've been?
Yeah.
Getting parts from my car.
Yeah, and where's your car? Still ain't been touched.
That ain't my fault.
Partially your fault.
It's not my fault people want to do things with my car.
Yeah, this thing's solid though. We'll hopefully make it home, as long as I don't piss myself. We'll see. I mean, I guess I could just stop at a gas station.
You could leave it running.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
I got. Never mind. You're gonna go by the gas station?
Yeah, I gotta pee so bad.
You've done a once over on
You guys are jerks. Nobody wants to ride in a Miata.
No.
Little Miata that could V2. All right, we got the title. Let's just get out of here. Hopefully, this thing makes it home. I really hope so. As long as the brakes work. I don't know how old the fuel is in here, and as long as we don't run out of gas, because I can't turn this off because it has a bad battery. So let's hope for the best. I gotta stop at a gas station first. I'm about to pee myself, so we'll catch up with you guys when we get closer to that side of town, I guess. Okay, we got some time. We're sitting at a stoplight. First impressions. I don't know why DJ's flashing me. This thing ain't that bad. It's actually decently torquey. It's got the 1.8 in it, and I see now the fight between the 1.8s and the 1.6s. The 1.8 definitely has more torque. Other than that, this thing's not too bad mechanically. The suspension on this thing is trash though. I just hit a little bump and it was just felt like my back was gonna break. But so far so good. We've made it 2 miles. We're still alive.
So the car made it home last night, totally fine. So I am extremely surprised and stoked. I was worried it was gonna have maybe fueling issues or overheating issues, or I was gonna spill my coffee that's brand new, fresh and hot right on myself. But it's an ugly car, don't get me wrong, but we are going to make this thing look the part and then double check everything, you know, make sure that it runs the part still when I go to get rid of it, and then I'm gonna flip it. So like I said before, if you guys have been watching the videos, you know that I've kind of mentioned that I wanted to maybe use some of the money from the Del Sol, pick up another project for some content, but also to try and make some money on, because right now that's all I'm trying to do is just keep money coming in, keep stuff happening, because my braces sold well at first, now they're kind of stopped, and yeah, I don't know. Side work is hit or miss. So some weeks it's good, some weeks it's bad. So I needed a way to keep some money coming in. So I figured I'd try doing some car flipping at first. Picked this thing up for 1,100 bucks. It's a little rough around the edges, but like I said, it runs mint. So it's got a few goodies in it, and I'll show you that here in a second. But before any of you guys go ahead and dislike or click off the video because you guys are more Honda guys watching my videos, I never said this was a Honda channel. I just have been doing Hondas because that's just what I had. No, but really, hopefully you guys aren't too bummed or anything. Hopefully you guys will still stick around and watch this series. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm trying to get the car taken care of as quickly as I can. So first thing on the agenda is for today, for this video, we're going to start ripping apart the interior. There's some stuff that I need to go through, try and find. There's some extra wiring crap in there because this car has like underglow that doesn't work anymore. It's got stuff, I don't know. I know that I need to find a new dash. I need to find, actually the interior only needs a dash. Dash is destroyed. All the plastics are there, just very sun faded, but I can restore those pretty easy. But it also just needs a really deep cleaning. So hopefully, again, that you guys enjoy this stuff and you'll stick around and hang out with me for this series. There's some cool stuff to the car though. There's some cool stuff to the car though. It's got a little bit of goodies. Let me show you. We'll start under the hood because just maintenance wise, I see this is a brand new radiator, just very dusty. The car sat for a while. Everything works. I mean, there's no AC. The car this car in specific didn't come with AC from factory or from the dealer. On the Miatas, that was a class option. So I believe this was probably like a class A or class B car or something. Not too sure. I can't really decide what this car is because of some of the stuff that it has, but you'll notice that it has this front bash bar because it was supposed to be somebody's drift project. That stupid, crappy, horrible, terrible welds. I kind of like the light bar. Taking that off though because I'm going to keep it, maybe use it for something else, I don't know. But I want this car to try and revert it back to as much of stock as I can so that way I can get more money out of it, you know, make it clean. So I'm going to have to figure out how to patch those holes in the bumper or just buy some plugs or something. And then as for this, I'm just going to find a turn signal probably on eBay or something, or if somebody has one local, they're cheap. It still works, it's just the housing broke. We put chicken wire on it instead of replacing it. Definitely removing these hood pins because whoever put the hood pins on, straight retarded because the hood latch works totally fine. But it is the 1.8 liter, which is kind of cool because I mean I have the 1.6 in that one, and right off the bat I definitely felt a difference in torque on the low end. Still slow as death after like 4,000 RPM, but up to 4,000 RPM this thing definitely has some pep. Other than that, this is all stock. It still has power steering, it still has the mass airflow sensor. Everything else is here as far as I know. The windshield wipers may even work, but it do need some wipers though. Windshield isn't cracked. The original glass top, or a glass window soft top, stretched back a little bit, so this thing definitely needs some 10 to 11. It's very, very dry. So I'm gonna see if my brother can't help me with that or something. Maybe he has some sort of conditioner for that. Has the Frankenstein bolts for the hardtop. Not that I'm going to put my hardtop on here at all. I believe these are the OEM wheels. It is on coilovers. I'm not sure what kind. I'll get it up on jack stands later and actually find out. But then let's go on the inside here. And right off the bat, it's got these nice M Edition door sills. So I will definitely be keeping those for my car just because they look really nice. It's got the nicer door cards that have the cubby storage pouch, whatever, that mine doesn't have. It has a hydraulic e-brake, which I think I said last night. Haven't tested if it works yet. Kind of want to. Kind of didn't want to die on the way home. So we'll figure that out in a couple days, I'm sure. And it's got this 5-point roll bar because it's got the main hoop, which is a 4, and then it's got a single door bar over there. I don't know why they didn't do 2. But I will be taking this out. It is bolted in 2 there, 2 spots there, 2 in the trunk, and then yeah, so that way I can trim this, modify it to fit in my car. Because as it sits, it should fit in my car just fine, minus the door bar. I am cutting that off, and I'm going to remake my own now that I got my 1.5-inch tube die. Because, I mean, I'm actually going to have to go over the welds on this thing. I'll have to grind them all flat if I can, and then clean them up. Because whoever made the roll bar, great design. Like, don't get me wrong, whoever welded it, you need to throw your welding stick away because you're garbage. But, what's up, pup? Another thing I noticed is that little tow hook, little name brand tow hook. I don't know if you can see it under here without the car being up. So, No, you can't really see it. But the one thing that is the big deal about this one is it has the 1.8 torsion diff, which the torsion is an LSD, bad for drifting because you can only do 1 or 2 links at a time and then it opens up again. But it's really good for road course racing, for doing burnouts, for doing donuts, just having fun. Because that's the one that I've got in the junkyard for this car a while back. And those things sell for some money, so I'm honestly contemplating maybe selling it with the car to try and increase the value, or selling it on the side to try and get some more money off of it and put an open diff in here. With all that aside though, I'm gonna finish my coffee and then I'm gonna start ripping the interior apart, getting that cleaned up, and then I'm gonna move on to the next video. Okay, let's get this thing moved out of the way. The Miata is out there. I should be getting ready to take it to the alignment shop here in a little bit. Hopefully, Integra. I just won't take this apart so much that I can't move it, so I can get that if I need to. Hopefully this thing starts. It had I don't know if it was a bad battery or just it had sat a while, so we'll find out here in a sec. Oh, why is that? Oh, dear. Okay. Get this thing flipped around just so I can clean it and not kneel in the dirt while I'm doing it.
Okay, I went ahead and washed the door panels and as much of the dash as I could do, the rear plastics, the rear cabin bar. I still gotta do the pieces that I took out, but the carpet's looking much better. I definitely wanna get in here with the steam cleaner, try and get out some of these stains and stuff. But overall, the carpet looks much better. This thing, I'm probably just gonna put some floor mats in here because the carpet up here is pretty just old. Thinking I'm gonna take out the hydraulic e-brake and sell this on the side. I'm not too sure. I'll have to get under here and see how it's hooked up because I've never installed one before, so I'm not too sure on that. But everything's looking quite a bit better. Started taking apart the front end, or at least the front bar. Got the front main bar off. I got to take the bumper off, I think, to take the light bar off because I think that's bolted from the inside. Can't really tell. Engine bay also looks much, much better than before. A lot cleaner, so I do need to take just some dressing or something, try and restore some of the black in here, make it look a little bit nicer. The cowl's all cleaned out. So the seat, like I said, I kind of want to reupholster that and keep it. These I'm going to steam clean, get that really nice and clean since you touch that a lot, and then I'm going to restore that, try and bring it back to black. I might even have to get some interior paint to paint that. But, you know, I think all that's left for me to do on the inside, other than take the dash out, which I may or may not do today. I may leave that till I find a dash, just so I don't destroy it in the process or whatever, if I need to put it back in for whatever reason. So right now, I think I'm going to start unbolting this roll bar, and then kind of going from there. Come to the point where there's really not a whole lot left I can do because I'm still in the middle of trying to get the roll bar out, but I can't get it out because the last two bolts are way back in the trunk, and the other ones I could reach around the car and get both ends myself, but I can't with these back ones, so I have to wait for somebody else to get home to help me. So interior otherwise is cleaned up. I got the other plastics cleaned up. They're just sitting over there waiting to go back in. Whenever that may be, I'll probably just leave them out for a hot while and throw them in the shed. Nothing else really going on in the engine bay that I can do at the moment other than maybe try and grease it up a little bit like I said. Yeah, I think tomorrow, next video, I'm going to just start sanding this thing. I got a lot of sanding to do. This thing is rough. Like I said, it's almost like they rhino lined it or something, so no fun. I'm going to start super nitty gritty. Bought a bunch of like 120, 220 sanding discs, so that should take it down just fine. But yeah, you know, I don't think I can really do much else, so yeah, I just gotta get this roll bar out. Something I'm trying to do right now is restore some of the plastics in the engine bay because they're super faded. So all I have right now is some natural shine stuff for your dash, and I'm just spraying some on a rag. And then like for the headlight housings, for the casings, I'm just going to town on it. I know I'm gonna have to do a couple coats, like do it now and then come back to it again maybe in a day or two and then redo it again because these are very dry, so they're gonna have to soak up some of it, but it is working. Looking a little bit better. This is still very dry. I've done quite the heavy coat on this one, but it is working slowly. It worked better up here. This spot just must be really dry for whatever reason. And then yeah, so far engine bay is looking pretty good though. I also degreased the wheel wells in the back since I had to do some work back here. Coilovers look nice and clean. I still don't know what they are. I'm assuming at this point they're probably max speeding rods, which they ride decent, a little bouncy, but it doesn't help that the car is totally slammed, so I am going to be raising it. I have some stock struts. I don't think I'm going to put those on though. I'll leave the coils because at this rate I'm going to sell the car with the hydro e-brake because it's got its own T-fitting there, and I don't know where the factory fitting went, so I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to ruin the brakes, so I'm going to just leave it in there and sell it as like, I don't know, something. Try and make the rest of it look super nice, obviously, like I said before, and do some maintenance on it, but I don't really want to touch the hydro stuff, and some of the stuff I'm just not going to bother because I'm not going to see the return investment out of it. Like I'm not going to go through and do the whole bushing kit because if I were to do like anything and everything that I wanted to, I know I wouldn't see the money out of it that I want. So I think I'm going to just leave this here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm just going to end it off here because it's going to be a few hours before anybody gets home, and then all I'm going to do is unbolt those last 4 bolts, get the roll bar out of here. But yeah, hopefully you guys are excited for this little project. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. My main thing that I want to replace is the dash, the paint, and then just do a few odds and ends, some few cheap odds and ends to make the car a little bit better on the road, and then we'll kick this thing out of here. But it may take a week, it may take a month, I don't know, we'll see, but I'll keep filming it as long as I keep working on it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you've considered subscribing if you're new to the channel, and do what you love, forget about the rest. I'll see you guys in the next one. So keep working on stuff, keep having fun. See you later.